Hello, listeners, and welcome to the Wednesday live stream of the Offline Network. We're sitting with a very fun guest we're sitting with a very fun guest, Utkarsh of myHQ. He's a friend of Offline. He's a friend of ours. Utkarsh, welcome to the show. Hey, Utsav.
Hi. Hey, Dhruv. Hey,
Hey,
Utkarsh. Thank you so
Utkarsh,
much for having me
good
here.
to have you. We're all excited to
Excited.
catch up with everyone in Georgia. We're all heading as the offline founder retreat starts tonight as well. So excited! Thank you for agreeing to come on the show
Yeah.
before.
I read the temperatures are minus 15. I'm not prepared for that
I
at
hope
all.
everyone's ready with their gear and stuff. So for our listeners, tell us what myHQ is.
So myHQ is essentially a marketplace for commercial real estate. We help anyone looking for any kind of workspace or an office solution, ranging from an individual who's looking for a space for a day instead of going to a Starbucks, needs a better experience, to someone, a company looking for a training room, to a company looking to set up in a state and needs a virtual office, to 1,000 2,000 employee strength company which is looking for an office. So an end-to-end sort of a platform plus a solution for anyone and everyone's commercial real estate need.
And you mentioned marketplace. There are
Yeah.
other players in the market, like say WeWork or SmartWorks. They've gone down the road of becoming full stack, where they own the real
Hmm.
estate as well. And why the option of, I mean, give us the difference between these different models.
But so WeWork and SmartWorks have not been marketplaces, to be honest. They've always been the full stack approach. So these are, let's say, the partners which are onboarded on our platform. We help them sell their space or sell the solutions on our platform. The advantage of a layer on top is, okay, it's very similar. We're like an Airbnb or a Magic Bricks in a way. So you look at a Magic Bricks or 99 Acres or an Airbnb. We are a solution like that, which is a platform. But then we don't, unlike a 99 Acres or a Magic Bricks, we don't have brokers who are calling you if you need anything. It's our team which is actually helping you do that. So it's a full stack approach, what we're doing. The reason why we think a platform is needed is real estate is a highly fragmented market. You've got about 2,000 odd flex operators already there. The market is growing. The number of brands in this 2,000 is, these brands 2,000 is are growing about 20-30% year on year. Then you've got about a lakh odd good commercial assets in terms of offices, highly fragmented. And the market has moved online post COVID. So, unlike earlier, where you would just end up calling someone to help you out, most people now search online, which is where we think we'll be able to capture this demand. So, that's our thesis. And luckily, it's been playing out well post COVID. To be honest, we would have looked very stupid pre-COVID, and yeah, I think you had refused us as an angel, so you would back that out.
Thanks for putting that tone there.
But
Yeah.
Utkarsh, the myHQ of today has very diverse supply. I'm sure it wasn't always like that. So how did you
yeah.
go about aggregating all of the supply?
Uh, See, honestly, the setting up a company and running it is a journey. We never planned to be what we are today. We started with turning cafes or lounges into lounges, which are bars in the night, to daytime co-working. That's how we started. And the paise nahi the,
Huh.
to be honest. The khud ke centers we could not set up.
Yeah.
Over time, it's evolved. COVID happened. A lot of cafes, market shut. So that entire business of ours got shut in day. We tried to revive it, but the market in terms of the F&B outlets took what 2-3 years to even come back up. So we were wondering what to do during COVID, and one of the solutions was work with expand the marketplace to real estate developers, expand the marketplace to flex operators, and luckily that supply has increased and the demand for that supply has increased. So
Would you do that business again? I mean, that idea makes sense on paper. Like, I mean, there are so many cafes and restaurants which are probably sitting idle on like a Tuesday afternoon, which I think would
yeah.
make for a good working space for many people.
So we're still doing, honestly, we're still doing that, but very small. Well, it must be like 0.1% of our business right now. We still believe that will work, but it's mainly for a lot of freelance market, which I don't think in India, while there are a lot of
The
freelancers, I don't think
volume,
it's
I
a
think,
big
might be.
business. And then the usage is what, twice or thrice a month. So your CAC versus CLTV, it'll take us, either we burn a lot of money to build a brand and then everyone knows it, which we never had. But I just think the CAC versus CLTV will never make sense with such a small use case where you hardly make money. At least right now. 5 years down the line, yes, maybe. Or 10 years down the line, maybe yes. And we are there for till then. So hopefully we'll crack it then. That model.
And you said the freelance market. How do you guys categorize demand today? Like, do you say the startup market? Do you say the corporate market?
So a lot more corporates. Honestly, the way corporates have come online has been a surprise to us. We've got the likes of Tata, we've got the likes of Reliance, Jio, all different kinds of companies, BFSI segments, different companies just coming online for different solutions. The expanse of solutions is what helps us get a foot in the door, honestly, because there's no one provider who's able to say, I'll give you a training room for a day. There's no one provider who'll be able to provide. There are a lot of offline brokers, but no one is able to say, I'll provide you a virtual office. No one is able to say, I'll give you a solution for your remote team. So the spectrum of solutions helps ensure that at least we're able to capture the companies online for one or two of them. And from there on, the CRMs need to stack up where they know all the solutions we provide. There needs to be a CAM approach where you've got strong account managers. And then you just upsell, and then you build business out. But it's like someone in the market who's working with them left the door a bit ajar, and then we've got our hand there and we just opening that out with corporates. Otherwise, in India, selling to corporates is enormously tough.
But do you think about
I underestimated that.
Do you think about building your own real estate supply also at some point, where you own the property and put them up on your platform? Like a private label of sorts, but for real estate?
Yes. In fact, so we don't call it like a private label. We do work with some landlords who want to run their own show, but don't have the bandwidth to do it. So we help them out. We're not running it under our brand per se. It's more their brand, but we are helping them manage it end to end. Not thought of a private label of our own yet. I think it will create a bit of a confusion between the marketplace and the brand. So that's the debate. But in any marketplace, we have better terms with someone. We work deeper with someone. We prioritize those. So that generally happens. And we have some of those partners.
Utkarsh, what's the nature of competition in the co-working space, right? Is it dog eat dog, or is it a lot more collaborative than people would, people from the outside?
Any business is a dog eats dog word. I don't think if everyone is struggling, it's collaborative.
Let's flip the question and ask Dhruv, like, which business does he think is not dog eat dog world in India? Can you give us an example which is collaborative?
Yeah, you're asking me, right? It's what I've learned. It's certainly not the co-working business.
No, but honestly, during COVID, everyone was collaborative because everyone was struggling.
Yeah.
When everyone is struggling and everyone has one devil to capture or get out of it, then that's the collaborative approach.
So the next question: what would people undercut each other on? Was it price?
Price, always. You'll work out some different terms which will help you acquire a customer. See, real estate is an asset. You're losing money on a daily basis, right? Which is where, as I said, as a marketplace, it helps us because people, if you don't sell the space out for a day, you're losing that money.
Yeah.
So the inventory is getting lost, which is where they need to sell it fast. Which is where they need to incentivize and get the customer up and running faster and maybe work with us better to actually fill it out.
Is that where the role of brand came into picture?
Which brand? Sorry, is that what I didn't get your question?
We're talking about
building a brand like say myHQ or WeWork, like people pay a premium for that.
Yeah, 100%. But the other thesis is real estate will always be very fragmented. So I don't think it will be a winner ever be a winner take all market. So as an example, we've seen enough places. Let's just say there's a big brand, ABC, which has set up the co-working. has run it fantastically well, has made tons of money on that center. 5 years down the line, the landlord will see someone else is making more money from that. Once that lease expires, he will say, okay, ABC brand, can you go? I will run it. I want to make that money.
And real estate in general has such a bad connotation to it because there are just insane number of cases that have been filed back and forth, like property disputes and stuff. So I can imagine the complexity that goes into running a co-working space as well, because these landlords, I mean, minute they think that AngelList India actually started at a co-working space as well. And I think Springworks was the partner that we chose to, get a conference room from. And I think minute that, the property in itself was doing good, where, it was full seats and stuff, the landlord, I think, kicked them out or terminated the thing in a bad way and said that, oh, we'll run this ourselves because now we have tenants sitting. But imagine platforms and co-working spaces always keep, help in upkeep of the place, but also an inflow of like people, right? And startups that way are typically, low LTV customers because you never know what's going to be the case, like in 1 year down the line, 2 years down the line.
But the good part, at least I hear the negatives, and we've been hearing the negatives for a while on the real estate market. But the positive is that now we're seeing a lot more mature real estate developers, and especially a lot of second generation guys are coming in, where you got massive landlords who want to build a business for the second generation folks. And they think, okay, the flex market seems a good business, which is a combination of real estate and hospitality, and helps you increase your asset yield. So if your asset yield was 7-8%, running a center will give you 10-12%, where you can actually maybe flip the inventory faster, flip the asset faster. So that way is economically, while it's all making sense for the landlord to run it on his own, as long as he can get a partner who helps him fill it up, which is where we kind of come in. If he wants to run it on his own, we'll say, okay, we will help you run it. If there's a brand which is running it, we'll still help it. So that's where I think it helps out for us. It works out well for us.
Utkarsh, we obviously have to ask you the ANAROCK question. How did the journey for myHQ, how did it differ before and after that that strategic M&A took place?
Yeah, that was that itself is a journey. See, ANAROCK, as you rightly said, is a strategic investor in us. What happened was in COVID, we were pretty much down and out. We had that 1% glimmer of hope that we'll make something out of it. There were 3 waves. After each wave, we would get up, but by the third, we were not willing to get up, to be honest. That was the tough point. We gave ourselves like 6-8 months. I think it was June, July was the last wave, and then till March we were like, let's figure it out if we can find a good home for the company. And Rock came in, became a strategic investor. We did not honestly plan to run it. Like all founders, when some strategic comes in, you think, okay, 2 years, you'll say, okay, tata, bye bye. That was the initial thought. Yeah. Maybe. But I think we love the people. We really like the people. They give us the independence to work. It's not like they own the majority. We still have our equity here. They gave us the freedom. They helped us open doors. And the market also, the business also grew. So with that, what that 1% hope was slowly became 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. We saw there is this money to be made. We saw the business was growing 2-3x every year. And then this thing started looking up, and then we step on, and we think we're building a great business now. So yes.
For myHQ now after this.
Sorry?
What do the stats look like in terms of number of seats, number of offices, number of cities that you're present in?
So we have a team of about 250 to 300 people now, a profitable company. This year, we would be at a run rate, ending the year or at a run rate of about close, I don't know whether I should mention dollars here or INR, but about 7 to 8 CR or about, not $1 million with the $90, but 90 rupees. But yeah, about 7 to 8 CR monthly run rate of the net revenue that we make. So this is not the transaction. So essentially we'd be at 100 CR net revenue number, which roughly translates to
Amazing.
about 1,000 crore of space being sold through us as a platform. So yeah, that's not a bad
Not
place
too
to
shabby.
be in.
Not too
Yeah,
shabby.
and this number in 2023 or what? That's when COVID ended, right? 24 was 2 CR.
Wow.
And if you
So,
guys are the Airbnb of office space, Utkarsh, let's do a quick 2022 or 2025. God, why did I say 2022? 2025.
COVID is still 2 years behind
Yeah.
us, huh?
Yeah.
Let's do. So, इस साल सबसे बड़ी office space कौन सी देखी आपने personally?
हाँ. So
ये
quick
बताओ.
couple of 1 or 2 fun questions to end the show, and let's get backing for Georgia as well then.
Yeah.
Okay. So there was, I think, Bolt's office. I don't know. Varun's office. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah, Varun Bolt,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
That's
So I like people who put their brains in an office, right? So the way that they did the arches, right? Everywhere you see glass facades, but you've not seen arches there. So that I think was
But
one of the
Varun के
highlights.
office में बैठने के लिए you have to be a friend of Varun's, right? I'm saying places that you can actually book on myHQ.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah, that.
I got.
आपने तो
slightly-
Architectural Digest वाला question किया.
No, so we are covering those as well. No, so we are covering
Yeah.
some of those offices.
No, but that's actually a very good office. And I remember him telling us that he had to go through a lot of hoops because you typically don't have that ceiling height to do that,
Correct.
especially at a DLF property.
And I think we've got some fantastic people. So I think we'll be exploring the Licious office. So we're doing a series on the kind of amazing offices as well. So there are a few planned up. But okay, now coming to the question that you asked in terms of great spaces. I think there's a new brand, which is Singapore brand, which is coming in India. We should be launching by Feb. I've seen the layouts, etc. 𝐔𝐿, that's fab, and I've seen the center. Then there's one which is, so I personally like 𝐓𝐿𝐴𝐷 quite a bit. So 𝐓𝐿𝐴𝐷 has this
They have
lounge
a
area,
space. Yeah,
which we have. So that's a very nice lounge area to work if you're going for a one-day experience.
Which does it
so I
cost?
love
If we book it on myHQ, how much would it cost?
about I think $1,000 or 800 to 1,000. Not a lot. And they give you obviously free tea, coffee, very fancy tea, coffee, and all of that. Amazing experience. Most of the CEOs who want to work in Aerocity use that. Then I think in Bangalore, I personally like WeWork quite a bit. I love there's one on MG Road. I don't remember the exact name. I think Prestige is the one. That's the one.
You guys have a special this thing with WeWork, right? Like, what is that?
So WeWork India is also an investor in the firm. So we have Anrock and WeWork India as investors. We manage the on-demand tech and the sales on that vertical entirely for them.
Nice.
And so on-demand virtual offices, that's doing well. In fact, we're getting a few more such partnerships with some other brands. So that should be exciting as well. So what happens is some of these brands come up and they know that these verticals will grow. They don't have the right P&Ls for it. They don't have the right people. They say, okay, can you just build it out? We have the solution. They don't have to build the tech for it. We take up the responsibility of increasing that number for them. So it's like an outsourced P&L for them, and it works well because as a marketplace, we have that exclusive brand with us. So yeah.
Awesome.
Sorry, we deviated from the question.
Rest, I think we'll cover in Georgia. Dhruv, you asked Utkarsh to bring his running shoes for going running with you in the snow?
Yeah, we could try. Well, how's the running coming along though? Are you running with this?
Honestly, I've been trying, but I cannot run in Delhi. I struggle at 4 or 5 kilometers, and I'm wondering whether it's the pollution or just me not being consistent. I don't know the answer.
I think switch to purified environments. Luckily, we're privileged to do that, which most of Delhi cannot. So I think it's just sad that, what's happened to our city. I hope they come up with a collective solution.
I am wondering, but I'm carrying my running shoes still.
Chalo,
hopefully
nice.
that I'll be able to run
on the slopes then. Utkarsh, thank you for coming on the show.
Done. Perfect. Thanks.
Cheers. We're ending the Wednesday stream early. We got to pack our bags. As I mentioned earlier, we're heading to Georgia for the offline annual founders retreat. It's a good group coming together, including Utkarsh and many friends of offline. So Dhruv and I will be taking Friday off, and we'll see you on Monday. And next week, we'll stream some glimpses of